Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Women Making Herstory with Women's Prosperity Network. This is Trish Carr, one of the co-founders, and I'm so excited to be here today with a woman I love to call my little sister. She is extraordinary. She saw a need in the marketplace. She saw a missing where she could jump in and make a difference. And Sandra Nunes has created a business called Concierge Lifestyle. And what Concierge Lifestyle does is it supports busy women and men like you and me in reclaiming time and getting stuff done. And Sandra, you are always singing to me when you're talking about Concierge Lifestyle. So I'm so glad you could be with us today. Great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you so much, Trish. That was very nice introduction. I appreciate it. And yes, my sister,
Yes.
I am so honored to be here and that you asked me to share in making this herstory for the month of March and honoring women internationally.
Yes. Well, I'm so glad that you are one of the people that we can bring out and show off, because really what you're doing with Concierge Lifestyle is unique and it's kind of boutique. You know, you're really making a difference for people and you're doing it in an unusual way. So tell us, what was your inspiration for Concierge Lifestyle? Tell us a little bit about it and what got you started.
Sure. I was like many other people in the corporate world. I worked in the corporate world for many, many years.
Me too.
And yeah, exactly. And it came to the point where I found that I was just, working all those late hours, taking on all of these job responsibilities to look good and to make an impression on the boss, and working crazy hours, trying to meet impossible deadlines, and not to mention the stress that comes along with all of that. And I found that, when I got home, I had more things I had to do. My personal tasks and chores that I had to do. And I found that I had no time for myself.
Right.
And I was giving it to everybody else and everything else. So I had nothing left for me. And I just ran myself ragged, so much so to the point that I ended up getting sick.
Yeah.
And, life has an interesting way of teaching us lessons, right?
Right.
Mine came in the form of cancer. So when I didn't listen the first time, it came knocking again, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and I realized, wow,
it's going to keep coming till you listen. It's going to keep coming till you listen.
That's right. Till you listen and shut the door and start moving in a different direction. So,
Right.
When I went back to work after finishing treatment, and I still had to go and see specialists, which don't have weekends and evening hours, I had to go during lunch. And if I came back late from lunch, God forbid, that was totally unacceptable. So it just added to the stress even more. When I was finally given my freedom from that 16-year job I thought I could rely on, and I realized I couldn't rely on anything, I knew I had to dedicate myself to people like me who just didn't know how to get above and beyond that and save themselves from getting sick or worse. So I started Concierge Lifestyle to be able to create time for people who were in my situation and be able to see a light at the end of the tunnel and say, hey, wow, yeah, I can have it all, but I don't have to do it all.
Right. Right. I love that. I can have it all, but I don't have to do it all.
That's right.
And now you're running a business, and now, even though your time is your own, so to speak, you still see how even you have a full day and a full life. So imagine all the people out there that you're making a difference for, all the executives, all the mommies, all of the gentlemen who are full-time positions and don't have an opportunity to have someone working for them. So you've been in business for how long now?
It's going on this is the fourth year, starting my fourth year. So
Wonderful.
I'm sorry, completing my fourth year
There you
in
go.
business.
We're
Yeah.
moving it to number
Yeah. So we're moving
5.
into, yeah, exactly.
That's
Exactly.
wonderful. So what's
So,
your favorite part? What do you love about what you do?
well, my favorite part is seeing the light bulb that goes on in someone's head when they realize that there is another way to be able to live the dream that they always wanted to have when they were kids. They thought about, wow, growing up and, getting married, having the family, the white picket fence, the career, and having all of those things. And once they got into it, realizing, oh my gosh, I'm working 80 hours a week. I don't have time to see my children grow. I don't have time to hang out with the girls anymore. All of these things. And when they come to the realization that they don't have to do it all, and they don't also have to feel guilty about having someone else taking care of their tasks and chores, like cleaning their bathroom, which is a big thing. A lot of people, I don't want somebody cleaning my bathroom. They feel guilty about having that being done by someone else. The light bulb goes on when they realize, well, if I'm using a service, I'm helping the economy because I'm keeping a small business in business. They got into the business because they wanted to clean. They like cleaning. No one gets into the cleaning business because they don't like it.
Right.
So when they realize that they're helping the economy and they're helping their family and they're helping themselves, and realizing that they have time now that they can do the things that are important to them, when I see that smile on their face and their eyes just like, wow, I really can do this, that is like the biggest reward for me, knowing
Yeah.
that I had a part in helping them to realize that can come true.
Yeah. And it sounds like a little thing to be able to do someone's grocery shopping, to pick up the dry cleaning, to pick up gifts for a birthday party, to
Right.
organize the birthday party and send out the invitations. It doesn't sound like much, but when you put all of those activities together, it's really the opportunity for you to reclaim time. And I know you've worked with some people who really, really appreciate you. Can you tell us a little bit about a client or two that you worked with and what you
Sure.
were able to do for them? So give us, because our listeners are going, I wonder what I could do. How could I use a concierge lifestyle person?
Absolutely. Absolutely. One client in particular, she's an attorney. And of course, they work lots of hours as well.
Yeah.
Contacted me on a Sunday evening in a panic. She had court the next day, and she needed to help her client to put some paperwork together, which she didn't have the time to do. So she realized, let me reach out to Sandra and see if this is something that is in her wheelhouse that she can take care of. And absolutely, I took care of it for her. I had to put together some demographics of transportation, showing the client either can get to point A from point B or not. So I had to research the buses, the trains, Ubers, the cabs, whatever kind of form of transportation was available, put it together into a very simple, quick view type of document. The judge is not going to read paragraphs of stuff, and put it together so that it was very easy to read and follow.
Mm-hmm.
Sent it off to her in an email within 2.5 hours. She went to court the next day and she won the case.
Yay!
Yes.
And you played an attorney
Yes,
for a moment.
Exactly. That was a dream of mine at one time.
That's very fun.
And with that, the 2.5 hours that she didn't have to do it, the attorney, she was able to concentrate on the other areas that she was an expert in, and thus won her case.
Yeah.
So in a lot of cases like that, I have many clients who are business owners, entrepreneurs and business owners, taking care of things like that, administrative type duties like that doesn't necessarily make money for them,
right,
allows them to have the time now to concentrate on those things that make money for them. Another client is a doctor who does speaking engagements around the country, and I take care of calling and getting people to enroll into the seminar, and also some research for content for her seminar, while she's concentrating on talking to the people who she needs to get to book these seminars with her, which is what is making money for her.
Right.
So there's lots of different things that we can do with concierge lifestyle, whether it be for a business or it be for personal time that you want to gain back into your life to play around to golf or go to the spa with the girls for the day.
Right. Go to a
Whatever it is.
movie.
Right. Exactly.
Go to a movie.
Exactly.
You know, I know that you have a special gift for all of us, and I believe it's a little quiz that'll help us reclaim some time, right? Can you tell us
Yes.
about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's called your free time finder. And what it is a list of samples of tasks and chores that I've put together for personal and business. And you can always add other ones that you don't see on there because, when it comes to business, it's really just general things, but there might be more depending on what your business is. And then there's also a column where you calculate what the time is to take to do that task. So for instance, house cleaning. If it takes you 4 hours to clean your house, you put down 4 hours. And then the next column is what do you charge per hour to your clients for your services? Or what is your value? What are you worth, per hour? So let's say it's $50 an hour. That's $200 right there that I am not making because I'm spending 4 hours cleaning my house.
Right.
And then you calculate the total.
And
Right,
you're probably
exactly.
not going to pay $200 to have it cleaned.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. It's definitely not that much to clean it. It's definitely a lot less. And sometimes it's even less than half, depending on where you live.
Exactly.
And then you would have a column where you could check off those items that you don't like to do and you don't want to do and delegate those. And then a column for keeping those particular tasks, especially if it's a task that only you can do and only you can make money doing for your business.
Right. I really urge all of you, this is really, really good. I urge all of you to click on the free gift button below. You see it right there. Go ahead. You see it? Click on that button and get this little quiz, because what it's going to do for you is it's going to show you how much of your time is spent on different activities. And as a business owner, as the CEO of your own business, or as someone who's working in someone else's business and wants to be the best you can be, looking at how can I take more command of my time, even if you don't outsource it to a cleaning company or to someone like Sandra who does the concierge lifestyle. Even if you look at it and say, you know what, my kids could probably be doing some more of this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's really going to help you get a handle on your time and the consequences of taking that kind of time and spending it when maybe you should be spending a little bit of money so that you could be making more money. Like my house, to clean my house is $75. 3 people come in, they're out of here in an hour. So 3 hours, right? If I were to spend 3 hours cleaning my house, it would be such a waste of my valuable time. Because when I work with clients, certainly in 3 hours, my fees are much higher than that. So look at what you're doing. Go ahead and click on that little button right now and take a look at that.
Click.
There you go. There you go. Well, Sandra, you really are making herstory with your business, and I love that. I love what you're up to. Tell me, who's inspired you in your herstory, whether it be someone in your life or someone in history who's inspiring for you?
Well, it's someone in history, and it was a TV film of a biography of Jane Pittman.
Oh.
And I was 10 years old when I saw the movie, and I was just amazed at this woman. She was a slave. She was 110 years old when she died. So she went from Civil War to Civil Rights Movement. She saw it all. And I'll never forget, at the end of the movie, at 110 years old, she walks up to, I think it was a government building, if I remember correctly, to go and drink. She was a Black woman, to go and drink out of the white-only fountain. And there were police officers and white people and Black people all standing around, but no one had the courage to do or say anything to her. This woman lived 110 years and went through all of those, tragedies in her life and loss of her family, her entire family. And she just, the message that I got from that was, why not me?
Mm. Why
Why
not
not
me?
me? And I was 10 years old.
Wow. You're
And
giving me I have God bumps.
God bumps. Yeah, it stayed with me. And it's from time to time I lost that,
Mm.
that path. And then sometimes I would get it back and say, wait a minute, why not me? Look at what she had gone through in her life and lived to 110 years old to tell the story and had a full life. Maybe not, the greatest life that she could have had, but she survived and she made a difference. And that started, the civil rights movement for women and
Yes.
for Black people in America. And I
Yes.
just thought it was just so amazing. And it always stuck with me. So why not me?
Why not you? I love your message. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being with us. Thank you for being a woman making herstory. Our goal here is that someday it's not history, it's not herstory, it's our story. So I
Yeah,
so appreciate you. Thank you for being with us. Go ahead and make sure you click on the special gift and find out where you can maybe delegate your time to free you up to do the things you want to do, the things you like to do. And be sure to become a part of this incredible movement of women making herstory. We are all making herstory in our own way. Why not me, right? Click
exactly.
on, click on this other button, this one on this side, that says join the movement now. We are a movement of women locking arms, collaborating, a sisterhood of people coming together to make a huge positive difference in this world with our products, our services, and our projects. Thank you for being with us, Sandra Nunes. I love you. I'm so happy that you were with us today. Make sure everybody get her special gift and become a part of this movement. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you so much, Trish. It was a really great honor to be here. And if anyone has any questions, would like any information, they can contact me. And I'll be more than happy to give them any recommendations that they might need for getting those tasks done so that they can do whatever they want to do.
Wonderful. And your contact information is on your free gift, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Perfect, perfect. So make sure you click below. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again
Thank
tomorrow
you,
with
Trish.
another fabulous woman making herstory.